3 weeks of violence in Gaza has ended, but the trauma in the minds of the people there needs more time to heal. 1 day after the ceasefire, the media has been given access to covered aftermath of the conflict in the Palestinian territory. Li Ying has more.
Once the fighting abated, many Gaza residents fleeing the troubled territory have begun heading back home. The road leading to this little girl's home is still recognizable among the rubble and debris. But the house is no longer the same. Although psychologically prepared, the mother said the destruction exceeded their expectations.
We have never seen such destruction. They just destroyed everything. They didn't leave anything. When the ceasefire began, we said we have to come back to our houses. Should we stay at somebody else's home?
Many other Gaza families have also ventured back to examine what's left of their houses. But the situation is grave. Gaza municipal officials say a preliminary count shows 20,000 buildings severely damaged and 4,000 destroyed. The reconstruction looms as an even more severe challenge for these families which just survived the war. With the ceasefire in effect, humanitarian aid has begun trickling into the Gaza Strip. But officials with the UN Refugee Work Agency in Gaza say the humanitarian crisis in Gaza is just unfolding.
The humanitarian situation in Gaza is still difficult. We have a humanitarian problem here. We still have also 50,000 people in our emergency shelters, in our schools. Those people who fled their homes, a little bit of them, a few numbers of them, they left the schools to their homes, and they find out that their shelters or their homes have been destroyed, completely destroyed. So they come back to our school.
Even the UN agency's facilities in Gaza have been heavily damaged.
And our initial assessment is that 53 of our installations have either been damaged or totally destroyed. Of course, our main warehouse in Gaza was completely burnt down. We also have health clinics and warehouses which have been damaged. So it's an initial assessment. A significant number of those were direct hits.
According to UN and Palestinian medics, some 1,200 Palestinians died and more than 5,000 others were wounded during the 3 weeks of fighting. More than half of those dead are civilians. CCTV.